What's going on, guys? Brother Rusher here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we are going to be taking a look at the new AGL Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku at 55%. So I've already got him Dokkan Awakened and everything. We do have him at 55%, as you guys can see. We have no skill orbs, we have nothing equipped to him, so it's just raw 55% unit. All link level 1s with nothing attached to them. So let's kind of hop into a quick event and see how well this Goku performs in there. Alright guys, so we are here in our first event. So I'm actually bringing him to the Zamasu fight, Zamasu and Goku Black fight, where it actually lasts a lot longer. Because I do want to kind of test this Goku out. I want to see what kind of damage numbers we can get out of him, and just overall just see how well he's going to perform here. So of course we have the friend unit, who is, you know, we have him first, but we are going to get my Goku out, which we're going to have him on the following rotation. So this Goku, leader skill wise, I mean, he's got a very good leader skill. So he's Majin Buu Saga, Otherworld Warriors, and Accelerated Battle, which Accelerated Battle and Majin Buu Saga are two very, very massive like categories. So he does lead both of them, and then they give the 30% to Kamehameha, which obviously is a very, very huge category, as well as Time Limit. So Time Limit, I actually initially thought would be like the I thought maybe that would be like his leader skill would be. I honestly thought it would maybe be Time Limit instead of Accelerated Battle, because I was thinking possibly like Majin Buu Saga and Otherworld Warriors or Resurrected Warriors, but I figured Time Limit would maybe be one, because we haven't had a new Time Limit category leader ever since the Tech, what is it? The Tech LR like Gogeta unit. They're still our only actual leader. So was a little bit surprised to see that nonetheless. But let's see. So this Goku, on his super attack, he does greatly raise attack and defense for one turn, causes immense damage to the enemy with a high chance of stunning the enemy. Now, before I go on to this next turn, I do want to explain his kit. So he does have an entrance animation, which we did already see. So for his entrance, he has a chance of performing a crit plus 50% for 5 turns from the character's entry turn. He reduces damage received by 90% upon the character's entry, and with each turn passed, he loses 15% damage reduction with no more than 90%. When there's another Majin Buu Saga category ally on the team upon the character's entry turn. So this does also count as like on the turn that the Goku is not on, it does also count as another 15% damage reduction. So every time that the Goku comes out, essentially you've already lost, or you're going to be losing 30% damage reduction. So basically for three times after Goku comes out, he'll have lost his 90% damage reduction already. Now, the other part of his passive is he gets Ki plus 2, attack and defense 150%. He gets an additional attack and defense plus 150% when he performs a super. He reduces damage received by 5% with each super attack performed, up to 30%. So you can build the damage reduction back up, but it's only up to 30%. So every single time that he supers, it does stack. So every time he supers, it's 5%. Supers again, 10%. Supers again, 15%, up until you get to 30%, and that's where it stops. So then he has a medium chance to perform a crit. He launches an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super. When there's another Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking in the same turn, he gets an additional defense plus 100% and guards all attacks in the first attacker. And he gets an additional attack plus an attack 100% and launches an additional super as the second or third attacker. And he has a high chance of nullifying Ki Blast super attacks directed at this character and countering with tremendous power. So with Goku being here in like slot 1, so we're sitting at 142k defense. If we put him here in the middle, he is still at 142, but you don't actually get the extra 100% till I believe it's your attacking turn. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to put Goku in the slot 1. And the reason we're going to put him in slot 1 is because I want him to super, because I want him to build up his damage reduction. And we will have, so right here we only got 4 out of 7 links active. We will have 6 out of 7 active once this Goku right here actually transforms. So this Goku can transform when HP is 77 or less starting from the 3rd turn. So we're already under that threshold. So as long as we maintain that, when Goku comes back out, he will be able to transform. Then we'll have 6 out of 7 links active. And I also brought this Gotenks right here because he is a Goku family category allies key +1 attack and defense 30% support. And I figure, you know, he also does give he gives key +5 and all allies attack and defense, and a chance of performing a crit plus 10% when there's an ally whose name includes Goku Angel or Trunks Kid attacking in the same turn. So with Goku being Goku Angel, he does actually give him that extra 10% crit. So we'll just go ahead and do this. And we'll do this. Of course, so yeah, we're at 142k defense. This is, you know, turn 1 of this Goku. So we're at a 5 million attack stat. So that's 5 million attack stat with 30%, with a 30% support. Now, let's see here. Let's do this. What I actually want to do here is we're going to aim all the attacks as Zamasu, but I'm actually going to pop a Ghost Usher here just because I want my Goku to come back out, and I want him to actually be able to have, you know, 6 out of 7 links active and see what kind of damage we can do when he's actually like paired up with another Goku unit. Now, we won't have support on the next rotation, which is perfectly okay, but we still want to test this out. Now, one thing I can say about this Goku, I really do like this Goku's design and everything, but he has one major flaw, and that's how much Majin Buu Saga category allies he needs on the team and on his like attacking turn. So that's kind of like, that's one of his biggest problems is he needs to have a Goku, or I'm sorry, a Majin Buu Saga category ally on the team in order to activate his entrance animation, which honestly would not be very hard to do. If you're running like this physical LR Goku and Vegeta, you'll activate it no problem. If you're running the STR Goku and Vegeta that just got their easy A, obviously, you know, you won't have a lot of issues getting everything to activate. The problem is he needs to have a Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking in the same turn in order to either get the 100% defense and guard of all attacks, or the extra 100% attack with him guaranteed to launch a additional super. So that's kind of the only issue that I see with him. Now, we'll go ahead and transform. So we're going to go ahead and transform. This will give us all, it'll give us 6 out of 7 links active. So again, we do have, you know, we got Super Saiyan 3 Gokus. We're going to have them all over the place. So we're actually going to have all 7 links active because we have this Goku on rotation as well. So this Goku does have a active skill, and his active skill is he massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy, and within the turn activated, all attacks become crits. So, and it can be activated when there's another Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking in the same turn, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to just pop a Sensu Bean just so we can be at full health. We're going to aim all of our attacks at the Zamasu, of course. So we're sitting at what? Oh wow, we're only at 122k defense. Obviously being in slot 2. So with us being in slot 2, we're gonna get an extra 100% attack. But I want to see how good he's gonna be defensively against all of these attacks that are about to be coming our way here. Now, I think we probably will take some damage. Obviously, with only 122%, or I'm sorry, only 122k defense is not very good. But, I mean, he will get a additional 150% defense after he performs a super. So we're gonna get 150% extra attack for when we super, and then we're getting a additional 100% attack. Because we got him in slot 2. This Goku is still pretty good. I mean, he's popping off attack wise. I can't wait to see what this guy's like EZA is gonna be. I mean, he's gonna be hitting for some massive numbers once he EZAs. All right, so we're at a 6.5 million attack stat. So it's not the greatest, obviously, but I mean, for a 55% unit, it's very good. And with the fact that he does have a stunning ability, that actually does work out pretty well for him. So we're right up to what, 7.7 million right there. So 7.7 million is definitely a lot better. Okay, so we're getting supered. So let's see what kind of damage is this going to do to us. Okay, so we took double-digit damage right there. I guess that's the greatly raising attack and defense that we did. So what I'm going to do is next rotation, I will actually I'll use the active skill, and then we'll keep him in slot 2 so we can get that extra 100% attack. Ooh, wow, we took some good damage there. Okay, so let's do this. So Zamasu, okay, so Zamasu is, but we'll just pop this Ghost Usher. It's okay. We'll do this, we'll do this. I'm not gonna worry about, yeah, we won't worry about it doing any kind of active skills or anything like that here, because we are doing the 55% showcase. I'm not sure what the friend is that I brought, so I don't want to, you know, fudge up any kind of numbers or anything like that, because we are seeing just a 55% showcase unit. But on this next rotation, we will use his active skill in slot 2, and then that way we can get that extra. So what we're going to do is we're going to massively raise our attack, and then we will get the 150% attack from his initial kit. We'll get an additional 150% attack when we perform the super, and then we'll get an extra 100% attack because we'll be in because we'll have him in slot 2. And then on top of that, we will have we should have TN on the rotation for support. So I think TN's I have to double check, but I believe he's a 40% support. So we'll get an extra 40% attack and defense here. Let's see. I just want to make sure. TN, you are a... Okay, so 30% attack and 50% defense. So let's do this. So yeah, we're at 147k defense. Now, the one thing I do wonder, if I launch this here, if I launch it in slot 1, will I get the extra 100% defense? Like, does it work like the LR Vegito blue and the Gogeta blue? Like, I wonder if it works that way in terms of like using it in like slot 3 or whatever. So let's go ahead and pop it and let's find out. Okay, so 1.1 million attack damage, not terrible. Okay, so we're at 368k now. So I think it actually... Okay, so it does actually work that way. So if you do launch... So if you do launch his active in slot 1, and then put him in slot 2, you'll get the extra 100% defense from doing the active in slot 1. And then you can put him in slot 2 and get the extra attack there. Oh, so that's actually that's very nice. It's very good to know that too. I kind of want to put, and the problem is I want to put him in slot 1. But I want, we're just gonna run it like this because I do want to see exactly how much damage this Goku's gonna do with everything. So yeah, we're 368k defense here. I think my physical Goku should be okay here. I built him with dodge. Yeah, I built him with 24 dodge, so we should be okay to live here. Maybe. Oh, dodge loop. Come on. Oh no, we're gonna die. Ah, everything worked out perfectly, and here we are. All right, I will be right back. I'm gonna get to that same exact scenario, and then we'll do the active skill and we'll try it all over again. So give me 1 second. All right, guys. So we are back here in the same scenario again. So this time around, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna go ahead and pop a Ghost Usher. That way we have no attacks, we have nothing going on here. So again, if we do pop his active skill in slot 1, we will get the extra defense boost. So yeah, so we're at 142k defense. This is with the 30% support that we're getting from Goten right here. So if we go ahead and pop his active right here, this will of course massively raise our attack, do ultimate damage, and then all attacks will be crits on this turn. So now that we're gonna get this out of the way, we don't have any enemies attacking us or anything like that, we'll be able to get a true like attack stat for this Goku. So again, if we put him in slot 2, obviously our defense is at 356k because he did get that extra 100% status or 100% stats from using his active in slot 1. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and give this Goku all of this. We'll give this Goku all of this. So we'll be able to see a full attack stat. Now, like I said, we got 6 links active. We're getting the 30% support from Goten. And then obviously we have this Goku linked up with him. So let's see what kind of true attack stat we can get with this Goku here. I'm going to guess we're probably going to be somewhere in the, I don't know, 8 to 9 million range, maybe. That's going to be my guess, is like an 8 to 9 million range. Because we are getting the extra 100% attack because we are in slot 2. And he gets an extra 150% attack on super. So, right, so essentially we're getting an extra 250% attack. Okay, so 7.3 million. So I know that we can definitely additional. We will get a guaranteed additional for being in slot 2. Okay, so 7.9 mil. So yeah, so he gets to launch an additional attack that had a great chance to become a super, which unfortunately ended up being just a normal. And then with him being in slot 2, he launched an additional super, which was the super that we ended up doing. But then the hidden potential could also have kicked in, and we could have possibly even done a 4th super, but unfortunately we didn't get there. So we were like right under about an 8 million attack stat. So again, that's not very bad. It was pretty good. Now I'm going to take him into one more event, one that we can actually, you know, test him out, put him in like slot 1 and stuff like that, and see what kind of damages that he will actually take from boss enemies. All right, so here we are in another event. So I figure now would be a pretty good time. We can try to run the Broly event, and by the time we kind of get towards the end there, his damage reduction will actually run out. Like the full 90% will run out by the time we get to the final phases, but we will have that extra 30% built up. So I want to see, I'm kind of curious to see how this Goku will actually hold up after his like massive damage reduction is finally over, and he only has the 30% compared to having 90%. Now, obviously, with him having like the 90%, of course, he's going to be probably like turn one, he's probably like one of the best units in the game defensively. I guess right outside of like AGL UI Goku, who has 100% chance to dodge for turn one post easy A. I'd say like the AGL UI Goku obviously has the best defensive mechanic because you have 100% chance to dodge, which means you're just not getting hit. But this Goku right here, I would say would probably be number 2 because he starts out at 90% damage reduction, and then he does actually build up extra damage reduction. So like right now, you know, turn 1, obviously turn 1, slot 1, we're sitting at 90% damage reduction. And right here, now we're going to super, so now we're at 95% damage reduction. And if we super again, we're going to be at 100%. Okay, so we didn't super, that's just an additional or normal. Okay, so like right there, we would be at 95% damage reduction. But obviously after the turn ends, then we drop to 60, or we'll drop 15% there. And then when he comes back around, we'll lose another 15%, so we'll be down to 65%. So it's just kind of one of those games where you kind of have to keep in mind on how much damage reduction you're losing and how much you're gaining. All right, so the Int Goku transformed here. So now we have both Gokus together. Actually, we have all 3 Gokus together. So we will have, yeah, I think you don't get Saiyan lineage in the middle here, no. Okay. So we're just gonna leave it just like this. So what's it? 122k defense, huh? Putting up some magical numbers there, Goku. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Obviously, with us being in slot 1, we are guarding against all types. We still have the damage reduction plus the extra 100% defense. So as like a turn or as a slot 1 unit, this Goku is gonna be very good, especially with the guard mechanic. His massive damage reduction he has at the beginning, and then the ability to kind of build up a little bit of that damage reduction. So only have 3.2 million from this Goku. I mean, this Goku we assume are going to be easying. I mean, I don't see why him and the Majin Vegeta wouldn't easy A like this celebration. Honestly, it would make no sense why they wouldn't, because this would be like a perfect spot for them to easy A. Now granted, they weren't featured on the banner, but that doesn't mean that they won't just have like an easy A banner or something for them. Actually, we'll just go ahead and just leave this Goku in slot 1. Why not? But yeah, so obviously they don't have them on the banners, but that doesn't mean that they obviously wouldn't just drop a easy A banner and just have the units on there, because I mean, they do actually do that from time to time and just give those units their own banner. That way people can summon on them. It's just another way for them to make money. So can't be mad at them. But so far, I mean, this Goku has been, he's been doing pretty well over here in slot 1. So let's see, let's do this. We will go ahead and launch our super here. We'll get the extra 100% attack. Perfect. And then we'll put him in slot 1. So that way we can get the, make sure we get the extra defense here. I don't think he's, you know, I'm more so worried about this Goku and this Super Vegito actually costing me the fight because of the AoE than I am with the Goku. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to just pop a Ghost Usher here, just so we can try to make it to the very, very final phase here. And then we can we'll leave the Goku up front and, you know, let him kind of get hit and see how he's going to perform like as a slot 1 unit then. Because by then we should actually have lost all of our damage reduction and just gain back the extra 30% by then. But yeah, this Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3 Goku definitely I don't see, like, we already know that it's confirmed we're getting Tech Fat Boo's Easy A. Like, that is guaranteed already, so we know that. Let's go ahead and just pop this, why not? Oh, so you are supering right there, huh? Okay. So we'll just do this, we'll do this, and we'll give you that. But yeah, so we already know. Oh, okay, so we're taking a little bit of damage, so that damage reduction actually is wearing off pretty quick. But yeah, so we know that Tech Fat Boo's getting his Easy A. Ink Go Tank's already got his Easy A, obviously. Fat Boo's getting his. They did feature. So here's the funny thing: they are essentially featuring. Oh, I forgot he's got the counter mechanic. Yeah, I forgot about that. And then we got this one doing the counter as well. Okay, that's perfect. But anyway, back on topic. So Tech Ultimate Gohan is actually on the, I believe it's the Blue Stone. I think it's the Blue Stone. He's one of the units you can buy with a Blue Stone. And usually when they do that, that means that unit is going to be easy-ing. So maybe for part 2, maybe Ultimate Gohan, Tech Ultimate Gohan might be easy-ing. And maybe they'll also slide in like the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and the Int Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Like if they did that, I mean, that's going to be massive. So yeah, we'll see what they end up doing. But all right, so here we should have already lost all of our damage reduction and just gained back, you know, whatever we did. I really wish that we had a way to see like how much damage reduction we actually have gained and or lost. Yeah, like I wish like you could click on, like, you can't see it, but I'm tapping on like, you know, these buttons up here, but I wish that you could tap on one and it tell you like, hey, you have 10% damage reduction or 15% damage reduction or something, just so we knew, like if we just had some kind of indicator just to let us know what was going on. Let's see what kind of damage we'll take here. Okay, so we'll take 26k, 29k, 29k, 28k. Okay, so this is what I want. I wanted to see him super. How much damage is this actually going to do to us? 255k, okay. So 255k, that's with us getting the extra 100% defense. Plus, we are guarding against all attacks too. So we did take we took a good bit of damage right there. Now, I mean, this Broly does still hit hard. I mean, he's definitely not a slouch or anything. But yeah, 255k is a good amount of damage there. Now, I haven't tested any of the new red zones yet. So that's something that I'm going to be doing in the future. But as of right now, as of the recording of this, I have not done any of the new red zones, so I don't know how those fights are. Wow, we just got a normal one-shot on the Int Goku. So that, if that right there is any indicator, Int Goku definitely needs his Easy A. It's about that time. But there we go. So I did kind of want to show him off. Like I said, I wanted to do a little 55% showcase for you guys. Goku does perform very well. Like I said, he is probably the second best unit in the game, post LR AGL UI Goku's Easy A. On global, I would say he is the best defensive unit right now, turn 1. On JP, he's the best defensive unit turn 2, or as number 2, right behind the AGL UI Goku. Now, he did, like I said, he's got that same mechanic that LR AGL Golden Frieza does, where they both just lose damage reduction after every turn. But this Goku does get a chance to build back up to 30% afterwards. I think Frieza just drops down to 30% and he just stays there. So they're kind of have the same mechanic, but Goku has to build his back up, whereas Frieza doesn't. So, you know, it is what it is. But I do really like this Goku. The one thing, like I said, I don't like is the fact that everything is kind of hidden behind the fact that he's got to have Majin Buu Saga units on the team, on the rotation. And he has to have all that to get that extra, you know, 100% defense and guard all attacks. And, you know, if he's in slot 2, then he gets the extra 100% attack. And launches an additional super, but that's only if he has a Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking in the same turn. If he doesn't have that, then he's just not gaining any of like this, like the very bottom part of his passive. He's literally not gaining any of that if you don't have Majin Buu Saga characters on the team or attacking on the same turn. So just kind of like a little food for thought when you use this Goku. You need Majin Buu Saga units. If you don't have them, you're missing out on a huge portion of this guy's passive. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, consider that like button. And if you guys are new here, consider subscribing as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.